I think my sister joined a cult.
Get her out of there!
Hello, 30 Mel from Canada here, and I'll try to keep this from being overly long, but there's a lot to unpack here. I have a sister who's 4 years younger than me, 26 female. Let's call her Kate. I'm not sure if it's related to being the second child, but Kate has always had a pattern of dating toxic guys. Not just one or two, but one toxic relationship after another since high school. She's constantly bringing home guys the family couldn't stand, but we always held our tongues until these relationships ran their course. We stayed respectful and didn't get involved unless something unacceptable was happening right in front of us, which only happened once in 10 years. By the way, this comes from Ancient Programmer 36, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/okstorytime subreddit. I'm Riley.
I'm Sophia.
And I am Keon.
And OP says, we had to keep negative opinions to ourselves because Kate has spiteful tendencies. If we said anything critical about her choices or boyfriends, she'd lean into these decisions 110% or stay with the guy longer just to spite us.
Where did she learn this from?
What's going on?
This dynamic made it difficult to maintain a close relationship with Kate, but our family kept trying. We'd constantly invite her and whoever she was dating to join us for dinners, backyard fires, outing with friends, or just hang out in the yard with the dogs. Things started changing last year. Right before my wife and I got married, we'd been together 9 years, and after 2 years of wedding planning and saving, we finally had our wedding in fall of 2023. The whole family was involved, including my sister and her boyfriend, Jim. Jim was actually a good guy, worked for a paper company in Pennsylvania, and got out of a long-distance relationship.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Worked for a paper company.
What? Oh, Dunder Mifflin.
That was I just added that to see if Sophia was here.
Jim, paper company.
Jim. Paper company.
Anyways,
Office.
the first decent boyfriend Kate had ever brought home. He treated her well, was friendly, and respectful, and they were planning a future together. Despite dating only a year, they had plans to move out and start a family after finishing university.
Okay.
Ring before spring, am I right, ladies?
Why don't we slow it down?
Jim was my best man, and Kate was going to be my wife's maid of honor. Okay. Do you not have a lot of friends? How is Jim your best man? I'm sorry.
At your wedding?
That's a good point. Did you just really get along with Jim, or did you not have anyone else?
Maybe he's just very persuasive.
Yeah, maybe Jim was like, "Hey, I'll be your best man if you need me to be." And OP was like, I mean, like, I was gonna ask my best friend. He's like, Jim's like, "No, I got you."
I'll step up.
Yeah. Then a month before the wedding, Kate suddenly became unsure about her relationship with Jim. They broke up, got back together 2 days later, broke up again the next day. This cycle repeated for about a week. Jim and I are close. We gym together, came together, game together, and work in the same field. So he confided in me.
Hey, you can't say what you just said. You can't unsay
Can't
that.
say that.
Stop me.
You can't.
That's wild.
Apparently, Kate kept ending things because Jim wasn't ready to move out yet. He wanted to wait until finishing school and working full time, but Kate wanted to move in immediately, even though she had 18 months of university left.
I feel like that's super fair of Jim to be like, we're not even out of school yet. Give me a minute, girl.
And like, hold your horses.
No rush.
Don't be rash.
2 weeks later, they officially broke up for good the week before our wedding. Jim decided not to attend, and another close friend stepped up as best man. Here's where things get complicated.
It's already pretty complicated.
Jim and Kate worked together in retail, seeing each other daily. Their breakup initially didn't make sense to us until months later when the pieces came together. Jim confided in my wife that leading up to their breakup, Kate had gotten really close with a coworker named Steven.
Ruh-roh.
2 weeks after ending things with Jim, she was officially dating Steven and brought him home to meet our parents. None of us could stand the kid. Now for some background that explains Steven's upbringings and where things got cult-like. My parents have always been somewhat religious, not fire and brimstone Catholic, but they believe in spirits and that evil exists. Back in 2016, my mom was getting bad vibes from their house, hearing things, missing items, the dogs randomly growling at empty spots. A friend referred them to a man who does home cleansing. Let's call him Todd. Todd the cleanser.
Oh, the cleanser.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's me, Todd. Someone called in about a haunted house.
OP, you took me out of the story. You can't name
You can't name him Todd. You have to name him like Father Brian.
Like Damien.
Yeah,
Damien.
there we go.
Cassian.
Yeah, something really like edgy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Todd's,
Like Neo.
yeah, Todd likes finances and golfs on the weekend.
Hey, it's me, Todd. Spirits, get out of here. Get gone. Hey,
They're
get
gone. Money,
lost.
please.
Yeah, that's
They're living here. They're living here.
They actually lived here first, so you got to get out.
Sorry, they say you gotta leave. It didn't work.
They don't like that dog of yours.
Yeah, they don't like your vibe.
You know how you watch a movie and something just brings you out of it?
Yeah,
That's how
That's
I feel
Todd.
now.
fair.
I'm not sure if Todd actually did
Of course he
anything
didn't. His name is Todd.
or just gave my family peace of mind, but it made my mom comfortable. It became an occasional thing where they'd call Todd when feeling negative energy, paying $400 per cleansing.
That's wild.
Crazy to me. That's wild to me. But also, I mean, like, it's very much, in these cases, it's just very much like a fake pill.
Oh, placebo.
Placebo
Placebo.
effect.
Time out. It gets crazier. We get more Todd lore.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
heck yeah.
Todd doesn't work a conventional job, but apparently makes enough from his exorcism following to afford a big house in a nice area and supports a family of 8. Well, I believe there were things to be wary of.
I'm sorry. I'm looking up Todd the Exorcist right now.
Todd screams scam artist or cult leader to me, but Kate looked up to him, attending his annual birthday parties where they perform exorcism on possessed people. All right. Okay, so Todd's going to be a character now. Okay, look, I do believe in the spirits and all that stuff, but like, if you're going to be doing that, do it for the love of the game. Be like, I don't want there to be spirits in anyone. Don't charge people.
Yeah, man.
Don't be doing house calls.
Well, I feel like that's why it's usually like priests doing it.
Yeah.
That's what they did at my grandma's house. When I was first born, things were going a little haywire at that house. Good thing Dakota's not here. But they did get a priest and they exorcised the house.
Crazy. Well, I mean,
I think
Did he-
I
did
have
he charge?
spirits. No, he didn't charge.
I
okay,
don't think
see,
you
the love of the
can charge
game.
the priest.
I think you can.
To exercise a house?
Well,
I'm
for a while,
Oh,
priests
oh.
were like,
Free.
give me some money and I'll pray for you.
Yeah, give me some.
Yeah, and that was wrong.
And that was
Who
the
did
whole
that?
thing.
Who did that?
All of the priests in the Catholic Church for a minute, they were like, "Hey, I'll give you this saint.
I'll give you
Bone.
this little
I'll
cross.
let you get into heaven if you give me some money.
Give me all your savings and I'll give you this little cross.
God's gonna
and you're-
forgive you
yeah.
if you pay me money."
When Kate brought Stephen home, we learned he's Todd's son and claims he can also see and hear spirits, helping his father
What?
carry out God's work by sending evil spirits back to heck.
Oh, these people are scamming you. They're scamming you, Kate.
This was red flag number 1, but having just met him, we held our tongues and gave him a chance. I don't know if you should still be.
I wouldn't have held my tongue. If someone came to me and was like, yeah, like one of my, like, if Sam came to me
Yeah.
and said that he was paying someone $400 multiple times to
Right.
cleanse his house, I'd say, Sam, you're being stupid. Stop wasting your money.
Hear me out. You can profit from this, but you have to do a little extra work.
Okay.
Do a cleanse and clean service. We
Mhm.
clean your house, and then also on top of that, we'll cleanse it.
Yeah.
But that's sort of like a
So, like, the cleansing is free, but the cleaning,
yeah. But you can like up your
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
just
The
like
rates
just
are
for
a little bit
cleaning, but
more.
like a tip cleansing.
yeah.
But
Perfect.
yeah, someone said they also cleanse houses, but they don't charge. Do it
Yeah.
for the love of the game. Okay. About a month into their relationship, my parents grew worried about Kate's increasing focus on evil spirits. They sat her down to discuss their concerns, and she seemed receptive. The next day, Todd called my parents requesting a family dinner to discuss Kate and Stephen. During this dinner, Todd went on about how God speaks to him and gifted him power to banish demons, claiming he's the second most hated man to demons after Jesus.
That is a big claim, sir.
Oh, I'm-
Bold claim.
I want to meet this guy.
I'm having some problems now. He also mentioned leaving the church because it was too corrupt and he was going off on his own. Make another church.
Yeah, and he's like, and we're gonna make a giant church, and everyone's gonna pay me hundreds of dollars every time they come in. and it's gonna be beautiful and gold.
Imagine not tithing, but you have a payment system where you just have a subscription.
You have a subscription based
And every
Church.
time God tells me to press
15% or 20%. Yeah.
it renews anytime God tells me to. He spent most of the evenings promoting his son and claiming it was God's will for Kate and Stephen to be together.
God did.
Also, in this movie called Kingdom of Heaven,
Yeah.
remember the part where they're like, God wills it, and everyone goes, God wills it.
Oh,
God wills it.
My parents and I always quote that anytime we say, like, God wills it, and it's like
I don't know that movie.
it's a great movie. Orlando Bloom's in it.
Jinx me a Coke.
I'll check it out,
It's
guys.
like a Lord of
We're
the
under
Rings
our
kind of vibe.
I'll check it out.
You'll love it. Red flag number 2. After that night, Kate started staying at Stephen's more often. Whenever Stephen came to our house around 10 to 11 p.m., he claimed there were too many evil spirits bothering him, so they'd only sleep at his place. As a family, we decided not to comment because any criticism would push Kate further away. Stephen started sucking my sister's...
Pause.
Sorry. Stephen started sucking my sister's deeper into this world. That's how it's
Stop
read.
adding an S.
Yes.
Not sisters. It's sister.
Stephen started sucking my sister
Why are you
deeper.
emphasizing the
Okay.
sucking?
Into his world.
Steve, I can't even read this sentence. Stephen started sucking my sister deeper into this world. Suddenly, Kate wouldn't go anywhere without Stephen and his family. For my birthday at a bar, Kate wouldn't come because Stephen said bars were crawling with evil spirits, and it wasn't safe without him.
Steven.
At parties at our place, Stephen would argue with guests, telling them they were possessed or evil if they disagreed with him.
They're like, hey, I brought the quiche, and he's like, no, you didn't. And they're like, yeah, I did. He's like,
You're evil.
they're like, I was just telling you that I brought the quiche. He's like,
Possessed. Demon.
Quiches are evil. I finally had to tell him not to speak badly about my guest in my presence. Kate became increasingly dependent and distant from our family. She started missing important events like Mother's Day, calling to cancel because Stephen's car broke down and he needed emotional support for crying about it starting.
he's just so in touch with his emotions.
She justified not coming by, saying she'd already seen Mom 2 days ago.
Not coming on Mother's Day? Diabolical.
Also, I get that she may lean deeper into these guys, but you should stand up and say something to your sister all these times. Like, what's wrong with you? The next little paragraph is the breaking point. But dude, I have so much against just like the way they go about things, that they're better than other people. If you disagree with them, they're wrong because they know everything and they can see everything. It just gives, and like he's manipulating her on so many levels. She doesn't feel safe to go outside without him.
Yeah.
So the breaking point came during a drive to the mechanic with Mom. My mother commented she'd never be able to be a stay-at-home mom because she'd be too bored not working. Kate took this as an attack on Stephen's family. During the same drive, an Orthodox Jew driver cut Mom off, almost causing an accident. My mom made the kind of comment you'd make about someone cutting you off, and Kate took this as another attack on Stephen's family. After blowing up about how our parents are discriminatory and ungrateful for
Wait,
everything she does.
What did the Orthodox Jewish part have to do with it? Did the
He-
mom say
He
something?
prays too.
I'm so good. Was the mom like, oh, these Orthodox Jewish people, oh, it's cutting me off? Like, what did that have to do?
She probably didn't even know he was Orthodox Jew. How could
Yeah,
you
how
spot
did
that
you-
while driving? Did he have his thing on?
His yarmulke?
Yeah.
What did that have to do with us?
Did he have a license plate or sticker that said, I'm an Orthodox Jew? Come to my church? Do they go to churches? What do they go
Temple.
to? Come to my temple? That's even better.
Even better.
These are parents who pay for everything. Schooling, food, car travel. Supported her through changing majors 3 times university, letting her live rent-free until 25. Parents who believed in talking problems out and put family above everything. Now they were being called discriminatory and controlling. After that night, Kate went completely off the grid for a week, not answering messages or going home, completely ghosting the family, including my wife and me, even though we weren't involved in the argument.
Yikes. This is so concerning.
According to my parents, The fight focused on how we don't like Steven, how we told her the spirits claim we talk crap about them behind their backs, how we were discriminatory against Jewish people.
Okay, Lou says what I think might have happened. I think the mom threw an insult at the other driver, and because he was Jewish, the daughter said she was being rude about his religion. So maybe the mom didn't say anything about his religion, was just like, oh, I can't believe he cut me off.
Yeah.
And then the daughter was like, how
Exactly.
dare you?
My thing was, you're driving, you're not really looking at who's driving. It just sort of happens, and it's not like targeted. It's not targeted is what I'm trying to say.
No, I agree.
My parents' concerns were about Kate's personality changes. She became polluted, angry, cut off all her friends since dating Steven, and how unhealthy it was to be so dependent on him.
Where's Jim when you need him?
At the gym.
He's working out his own problems. He's fighting his own demons right now. At the mention of spirits, she essentially does whatever he says. To me, it seems like she's been brainwashed. My family tried reaching out to Todd, hoping he'd reason with Kate. Todd's response was to insult us and say never to contact them again because we're all discriminatories. After a week of ignored communication, Kate sent my parents a 10-page email about how they owe her apologies for everything she's done for them.
What?
Mentioning basic things like emotional support, dog sitting, and home cleaning.
She's like, I watched your dog, and this is how you treat me?
Dude, we let you live here rent-free.
Yeah, she's not going to focus on that.
My parents reply saying they discuss it in person like adults, not through email. Kate came home for dinner 2 days later. It went well, and everyone apologized for things getting out of hand. After dinner, Kate returned to Todd's home with just a bag of belongings and sent my parents a long text that evening saying she wouldn't return home or speak to them unless they apologized for essentially every argument over recent years, all minor except for one vaccine argument, and that we don't support her belief strongly enough about evil spirits being everywhere and her anti-government views.
I'm wondering what side she was taking on the vaccine argument. Man, this is like someone who's very much going down this rabbit hole of dangerous ideologies.
Oh, man.
Very like she's getting into this echo chamber where everyone thinks the same and she's not willing to hear anyone out. And it gets dangerous. I mean, like, we've had a lot of stories about, cult leaders who get their followers to do very terrible things because they convince them that, the world's going to end if they don't do it, or they're going to go to hell if they don't, it's concerning.
And the part that I don't like is I believe on everyone's spiritual journey, you should be able to critically think for yourself, and reason for yourself. That's
Agreed.
how faith kind of builds.
The whole, yeah.
And the way they're going about it is, one, controlling, because anytime evil spirits are ever around, she can't do anything. She feels stuck and she feels scared. And it's
fear-based.
Very fear-based. And I'm not about that at all. It's crazy.
Look at me. I have my spirit all around, and I'm just a chill guy.
He's a
I'm just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy.
I love the anti-government views. She might have a point here, guys. Maybe you've been hearing it wrong this whole time.
Alrighty.
She said Todd and Steven would take care of her from now on.
No.
No.
As Todd has a big following for his exorcisms. She then blocked our entire family on all social media. The decision my parents didn't support was her radical change from finishing university and starting a career to wanting to be a stay-at-home mom with 6 kids. Kate didn't even want children until this behavioral change a few months ago. Oh,
so concerning. So concerning.
I mean, she likes guys that are manipulative, and he's just on it, on top of it every day.
She had the amazing guy, Jim, and then threw him away.
Just couldn't wait.
She was like, no, I want someone to marry me right now.
And honestly, good on Jim for not moving in.
Yeah.
Because I like that. He has, boundaries.
Know. Like, if someone acts like this, they're not a person who is ready for a healthy relationship with anyone. Like, even if she hadn't met Steven, clearly there were things going on with her where she was the type of person who was very susceptible to this kind of, like, brainwashing and, stuff. So definitely wouldn't have been a good relationship for Jim.
The vaccine argument happened during the vid when our family had to get vaccinated. Not because we necessarily supported it, but because our mother is immunocompromised since her transplant. If taking a vaccine potentially kept her safe, we'd all do it. Kate took this as an attack on her rights, but still wanted to live under the same roof.
That's crazy.
You know what else is crazy? Is you should take the OK Storytime vaccine, where it's simple to insert. Go to your favorite podcast platform on OK and search up OK Storytime on Apple, iHeartRadio, or Spotify, and get your free shot by pressing play on your favorite podcast platform.
So true.
And you will be vaccinated away
With
from
71 days.
yeah. It's a 71 cycle.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little bit left here, guys.
Yeah.
Miss
I mean,
Woozy says this seriously sounds like some fundamentally religion brainwashing.
Oh, absolutely. Fundamentalist religion. Yeah, 100%. But it seems like if she was acting this way about like the vaccine stuff of saying like, I don't, even though I'm living with you and you're immunocompromised,
I don't care.
like she's using their, she's being housed by them but won't follow their rules and is getting upset, then clearly this is behavior that is kind of normal for her and it's just being exacerbated because now she's got these people who are taking advantage of that. But yeah, definitely being brainwashed here.
Very concerning. Anyways, since that last text 4 months ago, none of us have heard from Kate. My wife tried reaching out once, but it just ended with my wife telling her off. My parents are taking it really hard, which I understand since they didn't do anything wrong. They've tried reasoning, apologizing, asking her to come home. Since Todd's family and following paint us as evil and claim God's will is for her to be a part of their safe family where spirits can't reach, because Todd considers his house equivalent to a church or monastery. It's all in vain. These are the same people who took in my wife when she had nowhere else to live due to a complicated home situation. The same people who give to charity when they can, spoil not only their kids but their dogs as well. Genuinely good people who don't deserve this. And talking about Opie's parents.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, there's not much that you can do without pushing her further away.
Yeah.
She's an adult. She's making decisions. Hopefully she realizes, what's going on, but doesn't seem likely for that to happen for a while.
I was really hoping for her and Jim to get together.
Me too. Jim would have been good.
He would have, but Jim deserves it way better.
But Jim deserved better. I agree. But,
Guys, we got another story coming up.
My brother's roommate stole his Bitcoin after he passed away?
Someone's got to cash it in.
Trigger warning for loss of a family member. My male 32 younger brother, male 22, passed away nearly 5 years ago, which devastated my family at the time. I was posted overseas when it happened and felt some guilt that if I hadn't been away, I would have been able to prevent him being influenced by a circle of friends at the time, but ultimately I realized I was not my brother's keeper. Afterwards, I assisted my parents with putting his belongings into storage to be sorted out at a later date and returned to my job. By the way, this comes from Justice Crew Cut, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, I'm Sophia.
I'm Riley.
And I'm Keon.
And OP says, when my contract ended, I returned home and had the time to sort through some of my brother's things that my parents hadn't looked at yet. Among them was his computer, which I was hoping might have had some photos or other things of interest on it. I managed to salvage a few good pictures and videos, though most of it was of him hanging out with his friends at the time. It was still good to have a few extra memories of him from back then. It was while I was going through installed programs, I noticed he had Bitcoin software installed.
Oh, wow.
I know he used it to buy certain things for himself and his friends online, so it wasn't a surprise to me that he had this.
You can use Bitcoin on certain websites to buy illegal things. So they can't trace you.
I see. I knew that Bitcoin had gone up in value over the past several years, so part of me hoped he might have had an amount there, but when I ran the Bitcoin program, it said 0. I wasn't too surprised at that until I looked at the transaction details. There was regular activity there right up until the week before he passed away, and then nothing after that.
Oh, what? Do we have a conspiracy on our hands? I'm about to get so pissed. I just saw that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. I might freak out. I might freak out. Oh my gosh.
Until 2 years ago, when the total balance at the time of 147 Bitcoins was transferred out of it.
Shut the front door. Shut
How
the
much
front
is
door.
that?
Shut the front door.
Oh,
Shut
How
the
much is
front
that?
door.
That's insane.
Shut the front door.
Like, you know how much one?
How much is that?
Oh, dude.
How much is 147 Bitcoins?
$17.6 million if you cashed it in today.
You gotta sue whoever
I
stole
don't.
that money.
Let me look up how much it is right now. One Bitcoin is worth like 100,000.
You
second.
gotta sue. This made no sense to me unless someone else had a copy of his account or had hacked them from him somehow. But then I checked the history log on the computer, and lo and behold, it had been started up several times on the date the transfer happened. Going back to my parents, I asked them if anyone else had used the computer since they got it back from storage. They remembered that yes, 2 years ago, my brother's old roommate looked them up and asked if they still had his computer.
Shut up.
And
Shut up.
could he use it to get a copy of some files to do with their old rental?
No.
They had let him use it for a couple of hours and he left afterwards, and they hadn't heard from him since. Okay. I looked him up on social media, and from his post, it seems like he suddenly came into some serious money, judging from the purchases and activities he was involved with at around the same time.
I can't. I'm so mad right now.
So where do I go from here? The evidence strongly points to his having stolen the Bitcoins, but what are my options? Do I confront him directly, and do I have anything to stand on? My parents went through a lot over the years, and it would be good if I could at least give them back something for all their blood, sweat, and tears. And I know it's what my brother would have wanted. Lawyer up!
Yeah.
Lawyer up!
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman.
I would sincerely get a lawyer
Lawyer.
involved ASAP.
Lawyer.
I also wonder if his brother's passing had anything to do with it.
Edit. Thanks for the advice so far. I will be driving down to my parents this weekend to check the computer for the Bitcoin information to investigate this further. This community is amazing. Relevant comments. Fuyuki Wataru, get in contact with a lawyer immediately. Yes. Do your parents still have the message where he asked to use the computer? Security footage where he was at your house? Anything is useful here. If you don't have it, see what your lawyer thinks about this idea. Something along the lines as, contact him and ask if he used your brother's computer about 2 years ago when he was deceased, and make sure it's on paper. Was the computer password protected? Post the address that the coins were sent to. Maybe some Bitcoiners can help try and find out which exchange he had used to cash out. Then we can try and contact the exchange for extra help. Hopefully this guy had sold his Bitcoins through an exchange where he was verified with his passport and address. And then I think you'll have a solid case. Edit. Also, you need to act fast. The guy might be reading this subreddit and he might come across this post. Good luck. And OP says, appreciate the quick response. I'll answer in point form. I'd like to avoid legal if possible due to what my brother was using them for and also the cost. Not ruling it out later though. I think you gotta use legal, dude. There was no password set. I will post an update with the address information when I have it. Since it looks likely he did cash it out, I really hope you're right about his having done it somewhere he can be tracked. Deleted said, good luck with legal pursuit of action in this circumstance. There is a reason why Bitcoin is used on the darknet markets. OP says, that's my only concern with this if we do pursue this legally. I know my brother was using them for less than legal purchases at the time, which could be linked back to the Bitcoin. 222-7337 says, what are they going to do? Arrest your brother? The worst case scenario would be to seize the Bitcoins, which I doubt would happen.
Yeah, no, those are gone.
Yeah, they're gone. But there is an update, folks. I mean, I feel like you gotta get a lawyer involved. The thing is that you don't necessarily have to decide to sue this guy, but I think getting a lawyer involved to see what your options are. Just like consult a lawyer, you know? But there is an update. I was sent a message from a fairly notable individual in the subreddit with an offer to help, which I have accepted based on his history and reputation here. On his advice, I will be collecting the computer from my parents' place later today, instead of the weekend, so we can jump on this ASAP due to this now being out in the open. He's also using his connections to get a free legal opinion from someone qualified in this area. Nice! Sometimes Reddit is helpful. I can't say much else until I hear back from them, but I will be sure to provide further details as soon as I am able. For now, I just want to thank the community and Bitcoin for all the kind words and advice you have given. It's people like you who restore my faith in humanity after experiencing idiots like my brother's ex-roommate. Editor's note, many were skeptical of the unknown Redditor's assistance. Fuyuki Wataru says trust no one, especially people who privately send you mail. Regardless of what their reputation is, they might F you over. It has happened in the past plenty of times. Makes me wonder if this person has such a great reputation, why aren't they coming out in the open? And there is an update. 4 years ago, at the urging of others, I posted to the sub asking for help. So this is 4.5 years later.
Oh my gosh. I know that anytime he hears the word Bitcoin, he freaks out a
So
little
this is
bit.
2020 now. Bitcoin has skyrocketed, and this man is finding out that his brother's ex-roommate sold all of their Bitcoin money for like $100,000. Furious.
This story is making me so uncomfortable inside. It is so hard to describe.
I originally posted to the relationship sub, but was quickly directed to repost to the Bitcoin sub to see if anyone there could offer any advice. Soon after doing that, I was privately approached by a credible individual from this group with an offer of assistance, which myself and my parents accepted. Through their network of contacts, we received expert technical advice and forensic analysis at absolutely no cost whatsoever, and legal representation that totally understood the issue at hand and was prepared to work on a no-win, no-fee basis. I would be super skeptical of that. No such thing as a free lunch. We owe all of these people a massive debt of gratitude for what they have been able to achieve for us here, and it has finally come to a conclusion in these last few weeks. The analysis of the computer took several weeks before we heard back, but the results were extremely promising. They had identified that while all the Bitcoins had indeed been transferred to another wallet, not all the Bitcoins in this wallet had been spent. There was still approximately 36 Bitcoins remaining in there that had not been touched. Of what had been spent, there was significant trails of evidence which was used as the starting point of commencing legal action against the individual in question. It has taken time, and much of it is under non-disclosure, but what I can confirm is that an agreement was made to withdraw our case against him in return for transferring this remaining balance back to my brother's estate. Yesterday, our lawyer let us know that this has now been done. They are handling the technical aspect of this for us, but the upshot is that the cash equivalent of nearly 29 Bitcoins will shortly be transferred to my parents. This couldn't have come at a better or more needed time.
Holy cow.
But you guys should have time to listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. There is a little bit left. How much is 29 Bitcoins? Or
Right now?
was 29 Bitcoins in 2020?
$290,000.
Ooh, so they got more than the guy got?
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's all a waiting game.
Heck yeah. The past 12 months with the vid has taken a significant toll on them. Their business was up against the wall, and they potentially stood to lose everything unless things turned around. So this cash infusion has taken away all the fear and stress they were living under. This entire saga began with the premature passing of my brother. It now concludes with him leaving behind a legacy of hope and optimism for our parents. Somewhere up there, I know he's smiling and cheering them on. In the end, you did good, Raph. Aww. In 2014, it was worth 50 to 60K. In 2021, it was worth 1.5 million. So now we have specific numbers.
Thank you.
So they got 1.5 million, I guess.
All right. Well,
That's a lot better than $200,000. 1.5 million?
crazy, dude.
So they not only got about the 50 to 60K, they also got 1.9 million.
Oh, I was looking at like October of 2020 when it went down.
Ah, you fool.
My brother demands I delay my wedding so his fiance can have the spotlight.
It's not your wedding.
So my brother and I are planning our weddings, and we have a problem. Context: me, female 32, and my fiance, 31, male, have been together for 3.5 years. Initially, we were planning to get married this year, but last year we bought an apartment, so we didn't have money even for the ring. Smiley face. I also gained a lot of weight due to stress from work, reconstruction, and our financial situation. So for all these reasons, we postponed our engagement. My fiance gets on very well with my family, especially with both my brothers. They always have a blast together. By the way, this comes from Roz Marca, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKstorytime subreddit. I'm Riley.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Keon.
And OP says, my brother, male 30, is a firefighter, and his girlfriend, female 28, is a medical student. They started dating approximately 2 years ago. It's my brother's first love, so he's completely enamored. All my family loved her at first because she seemed nice and smart. They got engaged last September, and they said they would have a long engagement because she needs to finish her studies. This February, we found out that the company where me and my significant other work will shut down in Q2 of 2027.
Oh, no.
This was actually good news for us,
Oh, good?
since it gave us a time frame for everything. Interesting.
Okay. Cool.
This year, we will finish our flat, including the future child's bedroom, get married in 2026, and right after the wedding, we will start trying for a baby. If everything goes well, we'll leave the company with severance, and I'll continue on maternity leave. We know it may not go as planned regarding the child, but the rest is set. The time I visited family, I happily shared the news, and my brothers shared that they set their wedding date for the end of September of 2026. I thought nothing of it at first, and just made a mental note that our wedding should be at least 3 months apart so we didn't clash. But in the evening, we had dinner, me, brother, sister-in-law, and our cousin, and that's when it all started. I talked more about the plan, and sister-in-law started telling me that I shouldn't get pregnant so soon, that I need to lose weight first.
What?
That's not how that works. Wrong.
I just said I didn't want to wait too long because I'm getting older
I'm getting older.
and that my weight is a topic between me and my doctor, who supports my plan. She frowned and told me that in that case, I need to stop taking antidepressants now.
Wrong.
Okay, med kid.
Yeah.
Med
Oh, I didn't
student?
know you were a doctor.
Oh, nice. Can I see your degrees?
Yeah, I
And
didn't know. Oh, I didn't know we had a Dr. OP's sister-in-law over here.
I just stared at her. Psychiatry 101 is that you cannot go cold turkey with antidepressants. It would cause me to spiral and subsequently make me unable to get safely pregnant and would increase the chances of postpartum depression and similar problems. Honestly, it felt like a sabotage attempt. She continued talking about fertility issues, but I stopped her, saying we know it can be problematic, but I have my doctors and we can always become cat parents if needed. My brother then told me that he doesn't think it's a good idea for us to get married the same year, but didn't explain why. We left the restaurant awkwardly. And I wonder where the brother got that idea.
Yeah. I wonder who was whispering in his ear when he was sleeping.
Does that work?
I don't know.
I'm going to try it.
You should get married.
You should make a breakfast casserole.
Tasty.
Anyways, later I texted him to find out where the problem was, and his response was that they wanted the attention for the whole year and that it would be easier for our families to help financially with just one wedding per year. This all happened in February, where everyone's going to get married in the following year.
You don't have dibs on the year. You can't have the whole year. Why don't you postpone your wedding?
I don't even think the brother really cares.
Yeah, whatever the wife wants or fiance.
I was heartbroken and spent weeks trying to find a solution. My first thought was to help them with money, but then I realized that they have money for travel, skiing to the Alps, vacation in Greece, 10 days in Vietnam, planned trips to London and Austria. My second plan was to elope, but I truly want my father to walk me down the aisle. He can walk you to the courthouse.
He can walk you to the airport.
In the end of July, we found our date, 4th of July, and I went to explain the reasoning to my brother. We wanted to get married this year already and wanted to be married before we started trying to conceive. He seemed to understand but told me that they thought it would be nice for them to be first and would like us to have a wedding in the same year but later.
No. They said we agree, but we want to be first. It's
Please.
not fair.
Please pick where you want to eat. That's all I'm asking here.
Ay.
I feel like even if you decided not to get married, he would have a problem with it.
Yeah, he'd be like, well,
Now you're making it all about yourself because you're not getting
you're
married.
such a drama queen. Get over it.
Like, my younger brother's probably going to get married before I do. And I, like, okay, good. That's his life. He gets big. I know because it's an older brother, he wants to get married first.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, I'm the first one. It literally does not matter.
It don't matter. Everyone gets married on their own timelines.
That's right.
Or not at all. Because they don't want to be married.
Like, suddenly, it would be a burden for the family. I was clear that we will not have a December wedding because it's already a hectic month and the weather is awful. And if they want us to be second, they should choose an earlier date. He understood, and we continued talking about honeymoon plans when our significant others joined us. I did a quick recap for my sister-in-law so she could understand, but her reaction was only, and what if you can't get pregnant?
Then she don't get pregnant. And they figure it out.
They adopt cats. We've already talked about
We've already
this.
It's none of your business.
And then she excused herself to the bathroom. Later, we found out she didn't just leave the room, but our house and city
What?
altogether.
She excused herself to the bathroom and then like left the state? Huh? Oh!
Okay, what?
Good riddance.
She just needed some air, guys.
Good. Yeah, she's like, I was just feeling really claustrophobic in there.
She just figured she has free will, and she's like, I could leave the city.
I can just leave.
I forget I have free will sometimes.
Yeah.
We could just leave right now. My brother went after her, and he came back when he said that he doesn't know what to do.
So
How long
I
did
don't
he
know
take?
I don't know where she is.
I was gonna say,
I think she took the car. I think she went home and is tracking her. Oh, she's in Nevada.
Can you guys give me a ride
You
home?
gotta give me a ride home. I guess I could take an Uber.
I propose that he talk to her and maybe change their date while we also change ours to later. Although our primary date is perfect for us and especially for my fiance's family because I was so sorry for him. He looks so sad and he's my little brother. Okay, he's the little brother. He doesn't get to choose when he gets married. You should be telling him when to get married.
Yeah, you get married when I tell you you can get married.
We have until the end of August to make a reservation. Now I'm having doubts. And am I wrong to get married the same year and before them? We have an update.
No,
Why does it matter what your
it
brother
doesn't
thinks?
matter. We've had stories where people get married like 2 weeks apart. Those are crazy. You're just getting married in the same year. He doesn't own the year.
Yeah, I have a family where 2 twins and another sister all got married within the same half of the year. February, May, and I think one in
That's a
July.
busy year.
It was. And then that family also moved to another city.
I think we should all plan our weddings to be in the summer. Boom, boom, boom. Like May, June, July, August.
how about just May, July, August?
Here we go. May, July, September.
Oh yeah, June we can't do. You're right. What was I thinking?
Yeah,
We just keep getting the weeks off.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we can't get to work, guys. We got another
We
wedding
got another
to go
wedding.
to.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, my wedding's today. I gotta go.
on my honeymoons, though.
Calling out.
Sorry, I'll be out. Ooh.
Yeah. And you get back from your honeymoon. I gotta go to another wedding.
Sorry.
Update. After my first post and much needed validation, I called my mom and ensured there's no hidden agenda and to get some advice on how to proceed with my brother going forward so it doesn't affect my family. And I found out that I'm okay. And you were right about sister-in-law entering bridezilla territory.
She's long since entered. She's a citizen there. She's the mayor of Bridezilla town. That's where she was going when she left your house.
I went to Bridezilla town and they knew you.
Yeah. I sent someone a picture. It said, I went to Sloot Station and everyone knew you. It was a picture of this thing that said, it was like an actual place. And it said that. It was pretty funny.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. The good news is they're not bow-mouthing us or overly trying to get our mom to support their need to be first. But here are some highlights. My brother told her they would like me to get married after them, and she just told them if that's the case, they should find a sooner date. They cannot get a sooner date because the bride's mother threatened she will not come if the wedding is prior to the bride's graduation. She wants to have it very traditional, meaning she expects my divorced parents to sit down together with her side of the family and decide who will pay for what and who will take care of the organization. It was not a nice request. It was a demand.
And then you say, stop demanding things from me.
My day.
There we go. Sister-in-law is bad-mouthing our parents and tries to convince my brother that they're bad at parenting and that our family is weird. Like, yeah, we are weird and our parents made mistakes, but we are loved, never went without, and they did a heck of a good job supporting us individually. Brother, you need to start thinking about if you want to get married to this woman.
Yeah.
Do you even want to spend Christmases at the mother-in-law's house?
No, you can get married to her, but I'd be concerned about her family and how much contact you'd have with them.
True, but it seems like sister-in-law has a little bit of those tendencies because she's bad-mouthing the brother's family now.
Yeah,
OP's family.
lay off my family.
But no one can say a word against her mother, who she's probably codependent on, and I once heard her say Hitler was right about some things, like getting rid of the
G slurs.
G slurs.
We gotta also add that to the slur
So
deck.
there's that.
Yikes! Yikes!
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
And I bet you They all have blonde hair and blue eyes, and they want to make sure that it stays that way.
My jeans are blue.
Yeah, yikes. That's why they're so caught up on you having a baby. Ooh, wow.
We found a pattern. Every time we have a family lunch party, anything, brother and sister-in-law are always at least an hour late, and they already ate at their grandma's. My brother was always on time for everything prior to this relationship, and they know the food is always planned with them in mind. I see it as some kind of power move. Our wedding culture is different than in the U.S. We are atheists. Having a wedding party is very unusual, and the couple usually pays for the wedding themselves. In the end, they receive money as wedding gifts to ease the cost of the wedding for whatever they want. It could be argued that in the past, the groom's family paid for the wedding, but there was also a dowry from the bride's family at those times. So overall, it doesn't look good. I was also told that my mom's husband didn't like her from the beginning because he was worried she will get him into debt. He's pissed by their demands, and there were some comments like, if they were so traditional, how come they lived together before marriage? Bear in mind, he's the only one in our family who is sort of well off, and he has always been very supportive of us, especially my brothers. Shared love for cars and so on. Mom is worried about him too, but in the end, it's his choice.
Yikes. I mean, yeah, it is, but I'd be worried too.
I'm sorry.
For anyone whose mom says that, I'd be like,
Bro.
Oh, your mom
Nice.
said what?
That's-
And how do you feel about that, sweetie? Because that's pretty crazy.
Brother, wake up.
Literally. Unless she's like, oh my God, my mom's terrible. You know, I don't agree with her on anything. Then maybe we should limit contact. But if she doesn't say anything about, like, if you guys were there and she said that and this daughter wasn't immediately like, that's an incredibly awful thing. What?
So, right now, I'm letting it go. I didn't even ask if my parents will go with their demand. None of my business. We will pay for our day, and don't expect any gifts or money. This will also be written on invitations, and we will probably need no help. It's going to be a very simple celebration, and you can celebrate every single day for the next 71 days straight on your favorite podcast platform. All you gotta do is search up OK Storytime on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple for more crazy stories just like this, with mother-in-laws that go berserk and bridezillas that own towns.
So many like them.
Yeah, any closing thoughts to this episode, Keon, Sophia?
Oof. Watch out. Watch out. And don't let anyone tell you when you can have your wedding.
Yep, even if it's your little brother.
Especially if it's your little brother.
Yeah, like, hey, little bro, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
For real. OP says, I will call my brother as usual so he knows I'm here for him if needed, but will not talk about this topic at all. We do not communicate with sister-in-law, and if she attends my upcoming birthday, I will avoid her. Me and my fiance are very well. We are enjoying our time together, and since we have waited until September 1st for registration with the city council for our date, and only then make reservations, we're in a little limbo because we cannot make any other moves without the date. I don't expect any updates, at least until we send out the invitations, but hopefully they will just accept it.
Oh, man.
That's the end, dude.
man. I hope they just accept it.
Yeah,
Billy, boy.
that is wild.
Good luck with family gatherings.
Yeah, dude.
Good luck.
Well, guys, that's the end of that episode. So if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you
And see you tomorrow.